What's up, home bartenders? It's still January, it's still freakishly cold outside. Let's warm things up with a low ABV 2-ingredient drink, the Amaro Caldo, or hot Amaro. Let's do it. So Amaro Caldo literally means hot bitter in Italian. And basically it's just a mix of an Amaro, which is an Italian bittersweet herbal liqueur, and hot water. And it just creates the perfect match for a chilly night or winding down after a big meal. So I've lined up my collection of Amari, and we're gonna try each one of these in an Amaro Caldo. And I'm gonna talk about the flavor profiles, how the hot water transforms the flavors. I'll reveal my personal favorites, and yeah, let's have some fun. Okay, starting with Averna, let's make an Amaro Caldo. So in an Irish coffee mug, or obviously any vessel that can hold hot liquids, we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of our Amaro of choice, using Averna for this first one. You could go 2 ounces if you want, but we're doing 1.5 ounces. And then after that, you can add a touch of honey or a touch of lemon just to brighten it up. But we're gonna stick to the 2-ingredient recipe, so just the Amaro and then add your hot water straight from the kettle. To garnish, we're gonna do a wedge of orange, you could do lemon, and there it is. Amaro Caldo using Averna. This is almost not bitter at all. Citrus, rich caramel flavor. You would think adding hot water would dilute the Amaro, but it actually brings out the sweetness. I mean, these are bittersweet. They're not super bitter. It's not like Campari or anything, but they are meant, you know, Amaro doesn't mean bitter. These are meant to be bittersweet, and adding that hot water kind of tones down the bitterness. It's still there, but that sweetness comes out. I'm getting like nothing but citrus and caramel on this one. This is really nice. And Averna is actually not my favorite Amaro, but wow, is it good in this. The orange that I put in does kind of, it definitely adds a little, there's naturally some citrus in here, but the orange will accentuate the citrus, obviously. But it's not distracting from the flavor. It's actually a quite nice addition. If you do want it sweeter, you can add a little bit of honey or maybe cinnamon syrup or and some lemon as well. I think with one orange wedge, a little thin orange wedge or a lemon wedge, it gives you all that brightness and citrus that you need, and lets the flavors of the Amaro shine. Oh, this is really nice. Up next, we have Amaro Lucano. Definitely more vegetal than the Averna. Averna is really powerful caramel. This one's got a subtle sweetness that the herbal bitterness is coming through a lot more. The sweetness, the citrus is still there. Obviously accentuated by the orange wedge. But those earthy vegetal notes, very present and very enjoyable. Again, the hot water brings up the sweetness. This one's less sweet than Averna, but it really brings it out. Honestly, you would think hot water would dilute the flavor, but it really does make it pop. Oh my God. This is really good. There's almost like a candy quality at the end of it that I can't quite put my finger on. Right at the back, it's like not minty, but almost minty, and like a candy cane, subdued, but it's very interesting. Another great one, Amaro Montenegro. Wow, much lighter color on this one. This is boiling. Oh wow, this one literally tastes like tea. Yeah, this is this is straight up tea. You give this to someone, they'll just think you gave them tea. It's much lighter than the others. The sweetness is subdued. It's there. There's a nice sweetness. It's not overly bitter. There's a really nice floralness to it. And yeah, it's tea. It's very, very, very tea-like. Wow. Yeah, you'd think you're just drinking tea with a little bit of honey or something. That is so interesting. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, it's a nice kind of floral honey tea. Cynar. So Cynar is made from artichokes. Right, slightly darker than the Montenegro, around the same kind of color profile as the first two. Cheers. So this one is probably the most bitter of the three. Second to the Lucano, but there's that subtle sweetness is there, but it's definitely a lot more bitter. That kind of artichoke bitterness, herbaceous bitterness is very present. This is definitely the most kind of the four so far, the most kind of bold, bitter in your face. So if you like that, definitely give this one a try. Oh, that's interesting. Again, I'm sort of getting that kind of almost menthol candy quality that I was getting with the Lucano. I guess that's not menthol, it's not mint, but it's something candy-like. But definitely the most, so far, this is the punchiest, the most bitter. But again, the hot water does bring out that sweetness, even though this one is very subdued. Hey guys, we are 4 Amaros down. We've got 5 to go. If you like what you see, guys, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that little bell, get notified when we're releasing new content. Cheers. Amaro Nonino. It's definitely lighter, like the Montenegro, but flavor-wise, totally different. Nutty. You get hints of gentian, like we've had Sue's gentian liqueur, like Sue's. It's not quite as high as Sue's, but the gentian flavor is there. Man, all of these are so interesting yet so different. This one's definitely like citrus, very citrus. You got that nutty, that gentian, the citrus. It pops. It's very lively. Interesting. Zucca Rabarbro. I have made an Amaro Caldo with this one. Zucca is one of my favorite Amaros because it has a really rich, bold, smoky, almost cola-like flavor. It's rhubarb based. Oh yeah, you get that smoke. It's really interesting. I love Zucca. It's so weird. This one I really struggle to put into words. There's a smokiness to it. Like it's not, don't think like an Isle of Scotch. It's a more subtle smokiness, but it's think of it as if you burned a bunch of like flowers and plants. There's that herbalness to it, and then there's the smokiness. Like that's kind of what's coming out of that. And then I'm not really picking up rhubarb, to be honest. Maybe I just haven't eaten enough rhubarb to really pick out that flavor. There is a sweetness. This one's not overly bitter. You do get that bitterness a bit on the back, but up front, you do get you get the smoke, and then you get a nice sweet, and then it kind of finishes on a more bitter, herbaceous bitter note. There's almost a cola quality to it. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I love this. There's not enough cocktails that use Zucca. We need more Zucca cocktails, but it's a very interesting Amaro. Fernet Branca. I've been waiting on this one. This is my favorite Amaro. I can already smell the menthol. I haven't even tasted it yet. Oh my God. You know what? It's when as soon as you put your nose to it, it's like when you go to the spa and you go to those steam rooms and it's that menthol steam and you just like invigorated menthol steam. That's what this feels like. It's pretty remarkable. If you like that sensation, so there's a nice earthiness to it, nice herbaceous notes. That menthol really kicks, especially when you just bring your nose to it, like I said. But this is probably the least sweet of them. There's almost zero sweetness that's coming out of this one. And I know generally Fernet is one of the drier Amaros, but the hot water is not kind of making any of that sweetness pop at all. On the nose, this was really encouraging, but on the taste, this is quite disappointing. This is probably my least favorite so far, and this is my favorite Amaro, so damn. Amaro di Angostura. I just love how they make the bottle look like just, you know, the older brother of the little Angostura bitters. Cheers. So I do like the Angostura Amaro. I've made a lot of cocktails. I like the Angostura flavor in general. I've made a lot of cocktails with a base of Angostura bitters. And the Angostura Amaro does have a lot of those same flavor profiles. I mean, that's why they just turned it into an Amaro. It's got that kind of, those really rich herbs and spices, that woody quality. It's great. So let's see how this works. Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. Whew, that might be one of my favorite ones. The hot water does bring out that sweetness just like before, and it just has all that complexity of Angostura bitters. This is no different than if you were to just add a whole, like half an ounce of Angostura bitters to some hot water. You'd probably have the same result as this. This is, if you like Angostura, I've taken shots of Angostura. It's fun. If you like Angostura, this is fantastic. It's sweeter than you might think, even though people are like, Angostura is bitters. It's called bitters. It's in the name, but it is sweeter than you'd think, and this is a really nice treat. Our last of our Amaro bottles, it's strictly speaking not Italian, although technically neither was the Angostura. That's from Trinidad, but we couldn't do an Amaro episode without pulling out the Jaeger. Known for its rich herbal and licorice notes, which not the biggest fan of licorice. I don't hate Jägermeister, but we'll see how this turns out. Oh, it's pure black licorice and that really strong anise flavor right on the nose. I mean, and it's very similar to drinking absinthe in that way, but there is a sweetness there afterwards. That's why, like, absinthe is more like fresh anise and those natural flavors. Jaeger is like literally candy black licorice, those little black jelly beans, because you do get, there's some herbal complexity there, but you get the sweetness as well as that strong anise flavor. So yeah, it's black jelly beans. Yeah, there's interestingly enough, I find it's subduing a lot of the herbal complexity. And so the only thing I'm getting, this just literally tastes like I liquefied black jelly beans, added some hot water to it. Which is interesting. Yeah, all that herbal complexity is kind of lost. It's just black jelly beans. Why do I keep drinking it? All right, I've narrowed it down to my 3 favorites. We've got Angostura, Zucca, and Averna. I'm gonna give them one last taste and then we'll really choose the winners. Now they're starting to cool down a little bit. They're not as good as they were at the beginning, but I really do like that strong caramel flavor from that one, from the Averna. Zucca. Oh, that smokiness is hard to beat. That upfront kind of herbaceous smoke flavor from the Zucca, very nice. This one's straight up Angostura bitters and water. It's again, if you like Angostura, that one's a winner. Oh, this is tough because they're all amazing. I think I'm gonna give number 1 to Angostura bitters, or Angostura Amaro. I love the complex flavor of that of Angostura, and it's just really enjoyable to sip on. Yeah. In second place, gonna give it to Averna because it's almost a sweet treat. How much that caramel flavor really pops, and the complexity of the bitterness is there, but it's really that caramel sweetness that comes up front. And it's just a really enjoyable drink. I can see myself drinking this instead of hot chocolate or instead of an Irish coffee or something. This is just really enjoyable. And in last place, Zucca, still really nice. I'm surprised that I'm putting Zucca in last because I love anything smoky, but it's very interesting, but I think these two are just better. So I hope you give the Amaro Caldo a try. What other Amaros do you have that you would love to try? These are the ones I have. I'm not able to get every Amaro. There's like a million out there. But if there's one in particular, leave it in the comments. Let me know what Amaro would you try in a hot Amaro Caldo. You can also mix and match. You can add, you know, I think half or a 3/4 ounce of Averna and 3/4 ounce of Angostura together would make a fantastic Amaro Caldo. Maybe add a little bit of cinnamon syrup to it and it would just brighten up those flavors quite a bit. Yeah, that would be awesome. If you want to see me make 3 variations on hot buttered rum, make sure you check out that video right there. Otherwise, we have a whole playlist of hot cocktails perfect for the winter January season. Check out this playlist right here. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.